Hey, good Wednesday morning here. Hey, I got a new topic today I want to go through, and it's a very important topic. Doesn't affect every veteran, but there's certain veterans that this definitely applies to. And the topic is veterans upgrade their discharge. Okay, there's a lot of veterans that were discharged with other than an honorable discharge, and it didn't always fit the uh, the situation. So we're going to go through this and then see where we can help a veteran possibly upgrade their status. So, did you know that thousands of veterans could be eligible for a discharge upgrade but never apply? If you were discharged under less than honorable conditions, this video could change your future. Okay, so a lot of veterans that were discharged with less than honorable discharge, they think that it's over and there's just nothing that can be done about it. But that's so far from the truth. So we'll cover a few key points here. Why veterans seek an upgrade? Well, for one, to access to VA benefits such as your health care, education, home loans, and disability. Restoring honor and dignity. Not every discharge fit the crime. I'm not going to make an excuse for why a veteran was discharged, but sometimes you could have been discharged a lot harsher than what the actual penalty should have been. And then employment opportunities. When you put on your resume and they see that it was other than an honorable discharge, more than likely that employer going to judge you based off that right there, and they might not have the facts to really what happened. So you definitely, that's going to be an improvement. Now, so who's eligible? Other than honorable or OTH, general discharge or bad conduct discharge, those who are eligible. Dishonorable discharges issued via court martial generally cannot be upgraded. It says generally, it's a possibility. Okay, um, the board that handles upgrades, well, it's two different boards. You have your discharge review board or your DRB. They review discharges within 15 years. Okay, I'm personally, well, not me personally, but I personally know someone who's actually going through this right now, and they've let the 15 years bypass, and there is another board that deals with that. The Board of Correction of Military Records, or your BCMR. There's no time limit, but it's a little more complex to get it done. But hey, it's there to get it done. So why not go for it? Grounds for upgrade. Uh, Inequity. Discharge was too harsh compared to circumstances. I touched on that a couple minutes ago. Improprietary reasons, errors in procedure, unfairness, and discrimination. Those are all things that happen on a regular basis. So you definitely have to look into upgrading your discharge. Um, PTSD, TBI, related behaviors not properly considered at the time. I was discharged in January 1990. They wasn't on talking about PTSD back then as they are now. And there's more knowledge, there's more science to it. There's a lot more evidence of what PTSD is, and that could definitely have been a reason for a veteran possibly acting out while on active duty. Not making an excuse, but medically that could be true. So it's something that you definitely got to look into. Things have changed. Science, everything. Doctors have learned a lot more about the brain, how the brain functions from way back in the 80s and 70s, early 90s. Things are different, so you got to look into that. And then the process, filling out form DD 293. That's for the DRB, which is the discharged within the first 15 years of being discharged, uh, or Form DD 149, which is the for discharge after 15 years, which is going to be a little more complex to get it done. But that board is there, so it's not like impossible. You can get this thing done even after you've been out for a long time. But you just got to get the process started, and you got to collect supporting evidence like your medical records, buddy statements, service records, post-service conduct. You know, that could go a long way. Let's just say you've been on your job for, I don't know, 10, 15 years, and you've gotten letters about how well you work. You know, you get, what do they call it? Evaluations. And you got great evaluations. Well, that could be possible evidence to support your claim. And buddy statements. You know, people were there with you that might be knowledgeable about what happened and what caused the discharge to be other than an honorable discharge. So I would definitely use that if I could. You know, if you're still in contact with veterans. And then legal or veteran service officer, VSO assistant. It's not you might want to be able to do this on your own, but me personally, I'm going to seek legal assistance. You know, because this is like, it's your last shot to get it done, and put it in the hands of a professional. I'm not a professional at it. Like I say, I'm going to seek a VSO or attorney or somewhere in that area. But here's some tips. Show rehabilitation and good conduct since your discharge. And that's why maybe evaluation from your job could definitely improve and help with that. Highlight medical conditions like PTSD or TBI, traumatic brain injury, that were not understood when you served. And that has changed so much. Use a VSO, attorney, or nonprofit specializing in discharge upgrades. The resources are out there. This is not one where I will put it in my own hands. Use a professional that's knowledgeable about upgrades. You know, military discharge upgrades. That's just me. That's what I would personally do. So upgrading your discharge is not easy, but it is possible. It could open doors you thought were never going to open. Don't wait another year to start the process. If you know any veterans that need to hear this, share this video with them. Like the video, share the video. I know I personally know someone that's going through this, so that's actually why I wanted to do this video. And I know that he's not the only person out there. There's a lot of veterans out there that could possibly benefit from this. So, hey, that's all I got for you guys today. You see a veteran, help a veteran. Hey, we always out there seeing one veteran at a time who we can help. So, that's all I got. I'm out.